Hey everybody, on this video I wanted to get into the science of learning methods, specifically the best way I know for you to improve your golf swing, but not just your swing, the way you play golf on the golf course, and also where we've gone wrong in the industry. You know, back 20 years ago, I used to run golf schools with a man by the name of Timothy Galway. He was the author of The Inner Game of Golf that went on to sell millions of copies. His career took off and he went into the corporate world helping CEOs, and he still continued to help all kinds of athletes quiet the noise and perform better. You know, back then, we didn't have the science to explain why it worked so well. Now, we do. Galway's message was simple. There's the game you play on the course and the game you play in your head. And it's the mental interference trying to control every little movement that usually makes us worse instead of better. To stop trying to swing a certain way and instead let the right swing emerge through feel, focus, and feedback. And that's exactly what modern science is telling us today through something called the constraints-led approach, or what is known as CLA. The CLA is a motor learning model backed by now decades of research. And it says the best way to learn a skill isn't by copying someone else's swing or movement. It's by solving the problem. In golf, that problem is how to control the golf ball. And here's the amazing thing. Your body is incredibly smart. If you set up the right task with the right environment, you'll find your own way to produce great impact or great ball flight or great scores. This approach is not about telling you how to swing. It's about setting up fun games that guide your attention and movement without overthinking. The idea is to create challenges that naturally encourage the movement you want, need, or desire. And just like Galway taught, you stop chasing perfect form and start feeling functional results. The science suggests that form follows function, not the other way around. Galway called it letting self-2 take over, the part of you that already knows how to move, which is actually your subconscious. In CLA, we call that self-organization. Look, different words, same truth. You don't need a model. You don't need to be copying a tour player's swing. You don't need to swing like Rory McIlroy or Tiger Woods. Instead, you need a better relationship with impact. Some of the greatest ball strikers in history had very strange looking swings. They were very unorthodox, but they all figured out impact. Many of them did it using what we now call CLA. Even if they didn't know it at the time, they were using it. They learned by watching, by observing, by watching the ball, adjusting and solving the problem over and over. You know, as a college coach, the last thing I ever wanted to do was to change my players' golf swings. It was all about competing, and we needed to win. And inherently, I knew that. So it was all about trying to give them more skills, to develop their skills even more, getting them to play in competitions against each other. And that's exactly what I'm suggesting to you. That's how you need to improve as well. We don't chase swing models. We chase impact conditions. Impact conditions that produce the results that we're looking for. We're looking for matchups for the shot that we're trying to hit. Now, if that resonates with you, please subscribe to this channel. Let's quiet the noise. Let's train smarter. And let's let your best golf come out naturally. So subscribe now and let's get started.